Hey guys, Kristielyn here. Welcome back. Welcome to the party. The tea party. The tea party. So if you guys want to grab a cup of tea and or some water or some coffee, wherever you're at, and join me in for this reading, for the collective consciousness reading. There was a few things I wanted to talk about. Just as I was preparing for the reading, I was getting a little jittery. Like, I still get nervous, you know, doing these things, and it's pretty nice and humbling. But I was picking up on some energy in regards to some group work some of you guys might be being called to do, or maybe compelled, which is the same thing as calling, but it's also like a, how to describe it, being called to do group work, because that is all about the age of Aquarius, right? Aquarius speaks about community, speaks about teamwork, speaks about how can we work together and lift each other up. How can we serve collectively and for the highest good of all, right? And I feel like there's been some kind of schisms in diplomacy in regards to how we're conducting ourselves in groups and how we're conducting ourselves in life. And they're merely to show us mirrors of ourselves. It is not meant to be, it's not meant to be condemning. It's not meant to be like there's something wrong with you. It's simply illuminating, right? And when we practice that, exercise that perspective, you know, that everyone that's brought into our life is a gift, a blessing to show us what is going on internally. And so, yeah, I feel like there's some releasing that has been done, or some is coming. You know, let's get all serious into it, right? Balancing that out too, balancing out my seriousness with my inner child playfulness. So yeah, there's something to do with group work. We'll see what the cards have to say for you guys. I mean, group work is always it's always fun, right? Like, it's because it's challenging. It really challenges us, and that's what Spirit is preparing us for mission. To challenge us, to get us out of our comfort zone, so we can do the things that we want to do and the things that we've been manifesting. 5 or 6 years ago, that's been something really compelling. The Empress. Oh yeah, okay, so I got a new deck. I got 2 new decks, actually. It was like one of the most exciting things about coming to Yellowknife was getting some decks. So this is the Light Seers deck. So excited. And I got the Archangel Fire Oracle deck as well. But we're not going to use this one tonight. Excuse me, we're going to use the Angel Guide Oracle, like I mentioned earlier. Excuse me. And receive some guidance directly from the angelic realm. Okay. Alrighty. Oh yeah. Okay, so I asked the crystals which ones wanted to join us today for tonight's reading. And the first one was a clear quartz. I really feel clarity is, like I said, it's the illumination. It's simple. Don't need to get too deep into that. And then I felt compelled. I really felt the calling here for the witch's finger again, because there's the purification going on. Definitely with these eclipses and retrogrades. And then I heard the green one. So I don't know what this is. It kind of looks like a turquoise, but it's green. Is there such thing as green turquoise? I don't know if you guys know what it is. Please let me know in the comments. It'd be very helpful. But I love this deck. Ace of Cups on the bottom. Beautiful. Look at it. It's so pretty. I've used it a couple of times already. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Super chill. Super chill. Yeah. unexpected events really teach us how to be flexible. Okay. Okay, prayer. God, Holy Spirit, Jesus, saints, and angels, I ask that all of my readings be accurate and truthful and bring blessings to everyone involved. Please safeguard my readings and make sure that only God's Spirit help us to divinely come through. Please assist me in keeping my ego in check and confidence, stating my truth with love. Thank you so much, Spirit, for this help. Thank you for the guidance. Thank you for the peace. Thank you for the beautiful blessings and the miracles. And thank you for the beautiful people on this live and those that are going to watch this on the replay and those that are going to watch it on YouTube. All of the beautiful people that I am meant to serve in this moment, in this life. Thank you so much, Spirit, for this amazing opportunity. What messages do you have for the collective to help them navigate their path that is in their highest good and in the presence of love? And so it is. I felt like a tingle or like a twinkle or something. Someone felt that. Amen. Okay, let's do this. Alrighty, King of Pentacles, Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Very elemental. I feel like a lot of you guys are getting in tune with the elements or are being encouraged to ground into the elements. It's going to be very helpful at this time. I feel you're also being encouraged at this time as well to look beyond what your sun sign is and to really start diving deeper into your moon signs and your rising signs and your Venus signs. There are some major transformations occurring in regards to relationships, always. Like I said, it has something to do with group dynamics. There's going to be something like a key that you've been looking for, and you're going to find it in that journey, in that discovery. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Recent past energy, please. 3 cards. It's like an eye, like the God's eye. God, I've been so into sacred geometry lately. Thank you. Okay. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. That's beautiful. There it is. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. 5 cups. Okay, so recent past energy. We have the 6 of Swords, the High Priestess, and the King of Wands. Very powerful energy. Very powerful energy with the High Priestess here. A lot of you guys could be drawn to ruins at this time. Not runes. Like, you know, the little stones that have markings on them. I feel like some of you are natural rune readers. I was gonna say divinators. I don't know if that's a word. But yeah, there's something with this, and you are being. We have the 6 of Swords, so you are being carried. You are being carried through this stormy water, through what, like that intense energy that, you know, I was explaining in the other live earlier in regards to security and safety within ourselves, right? Which could be a really, really like difficult thing, especially if you've experienced trauma, right? That's so deeply rooted into your childhood. It can be it can almost feel like we're never going to get to that space of security, of empowerment, of self-confidence, of self-love, you know, because it's just so, it could feel so immense with this Five of Cups. Five of Cups, very sad, depressing, not depressing, it's just the dark. There's nothing to be afraid of the dark. You are the light. You are the light. So yes, there's a lot of anxiety with this, the Six of Swords. But your angels, the ones that have walked with you before, previously in previous lifetimes, to help you get through your shadow, to help guide you through the shadow, are here with you, doing the exact same thing as they've done before in many past lifetimes. And they are guiding you through. They are carrying you. See, your ancestors, the shapeshifters, the ones that know the shadow, the ones that know the darkness. There's nothing to be afraid of in going through this storm, because they know the way. They've done this for eons and eons, and so have you. And I feel like there's an inkling here with this High Priestess of knowing that. And it's giving you some sense of security. It's giving you some sense of wholeness, of it's like a flagpole. I don't know, sturdiness. The High Priestess is someone who's very powerful and very connected to the divine realms, the angelic kingdom. Someone who has done the work and accepting themselves and really following their gifts and their callings. Oops. There's a lot of energy shifting. But yeah, nothing to be afraid of. The High Priestess, you are coming into your power. King of Wands, you are coming into your power. These are very powerful cards. That's what I mean. It's just like, whoa. So, like I said, she's connected. She's connected to the spirit realm. Connected to the divine, connected to your ancestors. A lot of you guys are psychics. I mean, there's the freaking labels again, right? But you know, you have a knowing. You've always had this knowing. And it's like coming into the realization of trusting that knowing. I feel like a lot of you guys are wow, okay, yeah. I feel like a lot of you guys are taking your time with this and really nurturing this path, right, her third eye. And you're harnessing and mastering your gifts in silence. Because the High Priestess, she is silent. She doesn't always need to speak, because oh, hi Jordan, thank you for being here. Because she knows, she has a knowing, she understands, she can see things, she can feel things and sense things. And whereas before you may have doubted yourself, and is this what I'm actually, like, is this a trauma-based thing, or is this actually for real? I feel like you're coming into that knowing and that power, and it's really empowering you here with the Knight of Wands, or King of Wands. Leo energy here. Very wise spiritual leader. There we go, my fire signs. Yeah, I'm a little biased. Can't help it, I love fire. You guys have a certain song, a certain spirit song that I just can't shake. So yeah, check your moon, rising, and Venus. Let's see where you're at. Get back to me if you have any fire in there, because I feel like there's something to it. Anyway, moving on. So the next, in the present here, we have the Star card. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's what that energy was last week. It was coming into this molding into your empowerment to prepare you for this next level. The Star card. Look at that. Look at that. Directly connected to the divine realms. Because you've gone through this. You've gone through the storm. You've made it. You've come into yourself. King of Wands, empowerment, into this healing. And it's not just like, it's like I've heard other readers really interpret the Star card as being like being stripped bare. And that's what I feel like a lot of the last week or so, or a couple of weeks, I've been really being cognizant about my life and the things that I'm going through. Like when I took a step back from doing readings for like live readings and stuff, I was able to reflect and to, you know, keep mastering my craft, but like to reflect and to see how the cards and the energies are being played out and being read, and how am I connecting this energy through my situation and my experiences to each of these cards, and it gives them a deeper meaning, a deeper depth, right? So yeah, definitely feel this whole vulnerability, but it's a divinely connected. It's unbreakable, like unfucking breakable, guys. Like that is just how like immense I feel about this. And she's like incomplete. She's in peace. It may not be forever, you know, because we're here in the 3D and we're meant to go through challenges to grow, but it's like she knows she's gonna be okay. Aquarian energy here as well. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Virgo energy. And then we have the Ten of Wands. So I feel like there's some traveling in the midst here. You're going to be called to do some traveling here soon with the Page of Wands. It's really going to help liberate you. I'm really trying not to overanalyze this, you know, really balancing out my own mental and emotional state and come into the flow. The flow is always there. It's just whether or not we're cognizant, if we're intentional, because it's so much more powerful when we're intentional about why we're going into the flow. What is our intention to serve? Is our intention to serve or not, right? Ten of Wands, just get out of Dodge. Just carrying a lot of crap though, right? Actually, it's not too bad. Not too bad for someone who's just traveling, but but I mean, like the Ten of Wands really speaks about burdens, right? It speaks about carrying a lot of burdens in life, and there's been a very narrow path. There's going to be a very narrow path that you are going to be walking towards, but you are completing a cycle. We always talk about that with tens, but it's like you're completing hold on. You're mastering something within yourself. Yeah. I mean, it's all coming together. It's all like flowing in with each other, with the High Priestess here and the Ten of Wands. This is all connected in the Star card, going through these stormy, choppy waters into empowerment, into the masculine energy, and moving forward and acting. And you're coming into this space of healing, this new level of understanding, consciousness, expansion, awareness, and you're walking this very narrow path that is dimly lit. It is not meant to be fully like illuminated, right? Sometimes we have to go through these dark stages to be able to trust that we are the light and that we are being divinely guided. We have that string. We are connected to the cosmos. We are connected to the cosmos through our heart, which is in alignment with our intuition. There's a little bit of a stubborn energy, so there could be some things that you may not be wanting to let go of because it's comfortable. And I mean, it's not just about comfort. sometimes it's the most uncomfortable things that we find, I don't know, I was gonna say comfortable, but that's not it. It's like these things that we carry on with ourselves that we just don't quite understand. And it could be that in not understanding that we're not 100% sure of what we need to let go of. It looks like she's carrying a map. So you are being guided. You are receiving messages. I feel like a lot of you guys are studying right now. And I feel like there could be, well, I don't see a lot of source energy. So I was going to say just be mindful about overanalyzing, like I do. But yeah, there's a great hill that you've overcome. And then, look at this. So the 10 of Wands, and then the Page of Wands. So for me, the Page of Wands always speaks about the inner child. But she has one wand now. She's gone through this. She's completed this. She's completed this cycle. And now she's dancing and she's free. She's free to be herself. She's free to follow her passion and her spirit, her spirituality. Because that's what that's how our spirit communicates through us. Is through our passions and what lights us up, right? Like, that's why I love fire signs. Like, I want to know what lights you up, right? I want to feel the passion. I want to feel the excitement. I want to feel like what drives you, you know, because like I fucking feed off that shit. Like, it's so good. It's so nice to be able to have that sort of connection with someone, and or with a group of individuals, right? Because we can, if we have that wand, that ace of wands in mind, a new beginning, a new opportunity for something very fun, and that lights us up, then we can just, you know, narrow focus on that, you know, and let everything else be. So the Tower, we talked about this earlier. So in the near future, we have the Tower card, the Six of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. So we have Major Arcana in all three levels here. So you are definitely being guided. I feel like a lot of your spirit totems are coming forth very strongly right now. And I feel when you do connect and ground into nature, just try to practice a little more mindfulness in what you see around you, because there's a message. And if you feel compelled, you can always ask, like, whatever you see around you, you can ask them if they have a message for you. And you just go blank. Go blank in your mind and see what messages come through. So the Tower card, Scorpionic energy, Six of Pentacles. There is this generosity, balance. I had a very interesting vision of the Six of Pentacles before. And it has a new meaning now. So there's going to be a major change that's coming here in the Tower, like we said before, the Tower moment, right? And the butterflies, transformation, and the divine. I feel like that's the same energy here. The divine, you know, is coming in to intervene, you know, because they see the path that you're going down, or like the relationship that you're in, or whatever. It's not for your highest good, and it's not going to be conducive after you transform or during your transformation. And like this little squirrel, it's just like, and what? What's up? It could feel shocking. It might kind of feel like a little jarring, like lightning can be sometimes. But it's like this whole new eclipse of self. There's going to be an eclipse of your part of yourself that's moving. The moon brought in the subconscious fears. The sun is illuminating and it's eclipsing out anything and anyone that is not going to help you or support you on your path. Okay, I was getting a lot of jumbled up energy there for a second, because it's like applying this to the group. Don't worry about what other people are doing and simply focus on self. But no, there's more to this. It's not that the people that are getting eclipsed out of our lives, it's not that there's anything wrong with them or they're bad or nothing like that. It just means that, you know, they have their own journey, just like we have our own journey, and they have certain stages that they have to do the work, and they have to get there themselves with their guides and their spirit animals and you know, with spirit, with creator, and they have to do that work, right? So I feel like for some of you, if there's been any sort of you know, conflict in regards to that in relationships, and like overdoing it, overgiving, wanting to save people, wanting to give them the answers, believe me, that's so familiar. I totally get it. Still learning. Yes. Yeah. So I feel like that's going to be a really powerful experience for you, and it's going to happen it's going to happen in a flow, but it is also going to happen very suddenly, and sometimes it might happen so suddenly that you don't even recognize it until you're put into a situation where you can see your change and your transformation through another person. Remember how we talked about mirroring earlier? So when people are brought into our lives, sometimes they're like, you know, they're soulmates to help teach us a lesson, to help us get us through a certain stage, to help illuminate things within ourselves that we are either ignorant about, or that we just have no idea what the hell is going on, right? We just don't see it. So spirit will align us with these people and these situations to illuminate our shadows or illuminate the things that are holding us back. And it's merely to help bring into awareness and to bring balance, because there's a lot of balance cards here in the near future. The Six of Pentacles. So this is really talking about reciprocity. And I love the infinity symbol in this. I love the infinity symbol because it's infinite. Energy is infinite. Energy does not get destroyed, right? So that's why when we talk about dismantling the black and white thinking and you know, that whole thing, and also about transmuting energy. Oh, weird. I just noticed a thing. Okay. See what I mean? I could get so easily distracted sometimes, but that's just how I am. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles, yeah, it's really speaking about energy and how energy works, and transmuting our shadow selves and our light with our light, and not condemning the shadow, because we would not know what it feels like to truly fall in love with ourselves and to heal ourselves. We wouldn't have that gift of empowerment when we heal ourselves, when we get through a situation, when we go through this 10 of Wands energy, when we're completing cycles and we decide to do different. We do different, you know, and it may not be this big, huge, like extravagant thing. It could be just simply that we have a different perspective on it now, and that we're applying that to the situation or to the person. Or we could be choosing ourselves, you know, like, which is something, you know, that when you make those choices, those small choices every single day, over time, it compounds, the energy compounds, and you're transmuting, you are shifting your entire life and your energy and your timelines. And so it's so important to do the work. It's so important to do the work. And I know it's like something I'm always talking about because it's true. It's like, yeah. So, but there is a huge lesson here in reciprocity and in balance and relationships, equal give and take. This could also be applied to work as well, but I feel like there's going to be an opportunity here. There's going to be an opportunity to bring something into balance. Could be with an Aquarius. Some of you may have left an Aquarius or a Virgo. I feel this person may have been eclipsed out of your life. And the Two of Pentacles, which really speaks about focus for me. Where are you focusing your energy, right? This is all energy. Pentacles are all about like time, money, and energy, right? And focus, right? So where are we putting our focus? And so practicing mindfulness and what's good for us. It's going to be decisions made here, some important decisions that are going to help free you and lead you into your empowerment. Well, sustain your empowerment, I should say, for a lot of you. Because it's about sustaining. It is about sustaining. And God knows that I had lots of lessons around that. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, let's see here. Please tell me about the Page of Wands. It's just simple freedom. That's all I hear is simple freedom. There's a solar plexus energy at work here. Thank you. Ace of Swords. Some clarity and the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Three of Pentacles, working together in a group. Three of Cups, working with friends, your soul family. The Pleiadians, a lot of you guys could be Pleiadian star seeds, which is beautiful. Knight of Pentacles, so much pentacle energy here. You guys are meant to work together to help the collective in moving through the shadow and going through this initiation. This is a major part of your development here, but you are going to receive some clarity here with the Ace of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune about your destiny. And it's going to liberate the fuck out of you, which is awesome. I love that. The Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Destiny is turning. Your destiny is turning. And yeah, I feel like you're ready. You've been preparing for this for a really long time. Moon energy, fears. Yeah, just you know what to do. You know what to do. Okay, really quick, we're gonna do the Tower. Thank you so much, Spirit. Amalgamation. Okay. Just heard amalgamation. It's about amalgamizing your lessons. Amalgamation. For others to follow. Because they need you. I'm not going to tell you what the Tower is about, Spirit. Okay, so he just said you got to test it yourself. So when I don't get a card flipped, it's usually because there's a channel here I gotta tune into. Reciprocity. I heard reciprocity and then I heard eagle. And I seen a train. And it's going to be fast moving. This is going to happen quickly. And it's going to completely transform and transmute. I felt like those two words are one and the same in this energy. And you are going lightning speed through this. And you are going to be in a state of, and so much abundance. in your life that you're going to be able to give to charities, or you could be working with charities, but you're understanding the flow and the nature of the balance of reciprocity in all of relationships. I feel like that is so paramount when we talk about balance all of the time. And it's like, how do you keep yourself balanced in the midst of chaos? How do you handle yourself in the midst of a crisis? How do you handle yourself after getting triggered from a soulmate, or like from something that someone may have said like 10 years ago? You know, like, how do you conduct yourself in that moment? What would you like to see yourself do? And what would you like to see yourself become and to do better? Or do you want to do better for yourself? That is going to be the limiting factor for you in moving through this energy. It's cultivating the willingness to look at your shadow and to learn to embrace those dark aspects of yourself that you never knew before. There's like a lightning cap to this. Well, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful. So we had the King and the Queen. The King showed up at the beginning. The Queen is now here. So I feel like this is definitely coming into an alignment with your soulmate, a divine counterpart that's going to help you moving towards your abundance. Really getting in touch with nature, getting grounded into the elementals is really going to help navigate all of this energy. Three of Pentacles, yeah, Three of Cups, same energies. Alrighty, thank you so much, Spirit. Beautiful. Okay, so let us pull an angel guide oracle. I just absolutely love the High Priestess here. Isn't she gorgeous? That's you. You are the High Priestess. You are the High Priestess. There may be a little bit of a like in limbo kind of feeling with the Hanged Man. These two just came out here with the Temperance. Look how sexy that Sag looks. Oh man, I'm getting out on the dating scene again. The Hanged Man, but it's a little bit of a limbo. So just be patient with yourself as you go through this, right? Just allow yourself to be suspended by the divine, because that's what's happening. You're being lifted literally by your ancestors and spirit, and you're being lifted and you're being carried into this new flow of energy, this new timeline. Free will. Always talk about free will though, right? Your choice. No one can tell you what to do. But you see how balanced he is? And he's a master. He's mastering himself. And not that we're ever done, because what would be the point, right? We just get, we get a diploma, you know what I mean? Like we get a piece of paper. No, it doesn't work like that. We're continually evolving from one lifetime to another lifetime. And we're constantly going back and forth between our shadow and our light. But he's learned to embrace it. And look how illuminated he is. There is no right or wrong. He holds them both in his hands with love and grace and courage, confidence, knowing that he's divine. He is a reflection of you. Temperance. Have patience with yourself as you go through this stage. You are being illuminated. You aren't doing anything wrong. You're being opened up into your heart. And it takes time. Oh, beautiful. Yay, I'm so happy I was able to share that with you guys. do that deck. I'm just trying to be mindful about my voice. I hope I wasn't being too loud. Alrighty, let's do this. Do the work. Romance. Gotta do the work. God, Holy Spirit, Jesus, saints, and angels. I ask that all of my readings be accurate and truthful and bring blessings to everyone involved. Please safeguard my readings and make sure that only God's pure helpers to divine light can through. Please assist me keeping my ego in check, confidently stating my truth beloved. Thank you so much, Spirit, for this help. What messages do you have for the collective to guide them on their path? As I say, in this moment, for their highest good and in the presence of love. And so it is. No. Interesting. Okay, well, that was for some of you. There was something that you were thinking of moving forward on or doing. I feel like the angels are saying not right now. Wait until you're through this energy, through this transformation to move forward on that or to act. Because, yeah, we're in a very vulnerable and very sensitive space. And you can be vulnerable and still be in the King of Wands energy, just so you know. Like, you can still be empowered as fuck and, like, still, you know, still be vulnerable and feel like, you know, yeah, I feel like we can't go, we can't move. But anyway, we can move. Friendship and union, because we do it together. What we can't do alone, we can do together. Something that I learned in my journey. Very, very powerful. Soulmate energy. One of my soulmates is actually my pet. So don't limit yourself into thinking that soulmates are only romantic people. They can be literally anything and everything and anyone and everyone. Yes. Forgiveness and understanding. This is a very massive lesson right now in forgiving yourself for any past mistakes that you may have done, and learning to really cultivate that forgiveness for yourself. And you can call on our man, Jesus, to help you with that, because he taught me a lot about forgiveness, and I'm very grateful for that. And it gives you the freedom because you were able to close a chapter in your life because you have an understanding. You have an understanding. Something that will satisfy your logic, like your logical brain, but at the same time, through forgiving yourself, you have an emotional understanding of why people do what they do. And it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you, right? It's going to bring forth and open up so much space within your heart and within your confidence for miracles. You are already a miracle. And this is saying to believe in that more and to believe that you are worthy of miracles and to open up your arms to receive. This is the Empress energy of just hanging back and allowing people to help you, allowing the universe to guide you and to help you and your ancestors, and to expect miracles and to give gratitude for when they do come, because more will come. Speak with your guardian angel at this time. I speak with mine all the time. It's become more telepathic these days than actually verbal, which has been really, really helpful and beautiful at the same time. But your guardian angel is closely with you right now and just waiting for you to open up to them. Literally, talk about anything. You can give anything to them and they will take it into the light to be transmuted, right? A lot of this too, that was another download that was coming in a little earlier too, and this is really applicable right now, is the violet flame. So a lot of you guys are keepers of the violet flame as well. And I feel if you do follow, I shouldn't say that. I'm really mindful of my words. So Archangel Michael, he does this amazing crystal city of light meditation where he had taught me how to really cultivate and create that city of light in the fifth dimension, where I can go and do my healing work and do my transmuting work for a lot of the traumas that I was working through. So in this realm, I would do my trauma work by going to a counselor and to a therapist and getting it out verbally and everything, right? Or going to ceremony and releasing it, or crying and releasing it on my own, talking with my guardian angels, asking for the guidance. But then I would have to go in, I would have to go within and into the ethers and to create the city of light, right? So there's a city of light where all of our angels are hanging out in these other dimensions. And we go in and we sit on the crystal table and we call on the violet flame of transmutation. And that helps to really purify and to cleanse any sort of distortive energies that may be lingering from doing that trauma work, right? And it helps to transmute the darkness into light. So it could be utilized for your highest good and for the highest good of everyone around you. So that's a really beautiful thing, is that when you do the work for yourself, you actually impact people without even having to directly, converse with them. So I would highly recommend, doing that practice. If you feel so inclined, I need to, I do it in my own way now, but I would love to revisit that meditation. I love the guy's voice. It's so good. So yeah, there was something very powerful in that message with the amethyst. So that purple stone, the amethyst stone, really helps to represent. You can program those stones into putting an intention to help purify and to help transmute any sort of energy, and to also connect in with your third eye, so you can be a lot more clear. You can be a clearer channel to be able to receive the light and to receive the certain angelic codes that you are being guided to do at this time. And over time, when you start practicing and you start strengthening your practice and developing the self-confidence, you could literally call on the violet flame anytime, anywhere, and do a quick clearing, right? So, but in short, there is no shortcuts. We've got to do the work, right? I feel like that is a very strong message, loud and clear. I feel like a lot of you guys who have been with me for a while understand that, and you guys have been doing an amazing, phenomenal job. I really want to congratulate all of you on the growth and the work, and I notice, and spirit notices, your angels and your ancestors notice, because I know sometimes this journey could be lonely, and it could feel like no one understands, or no one cares, or no one, right? Because this type of work, it's not about receiving the accolades, right? It's not about receiving, like I said, we don't get a diploma, we don't get a gold star for doing trauma work. You know what I mean? Oh, hi Mindy, thank you so much for being here. And but we do get that internal recognition of empowerment and of knowing and understanding, and we develop our spiritual armor through forgiveness, and then we're open to miracles, and then when we start co-creating with the universe the reality that we want. So it's beautiful. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna go to sleep. I love you guys. It's so good to be back, and I'm so proud of you. Keep going, one small step at a time, and trust yourself. Trust yourself that you know what is coming through, and yes, it's real. You're not going crazy. And to trust yourself and to love yourself, because I love you. And what we can't do alone, we can always, every single time, we can always do it together. Okay? I love you guys. Have a good sleep. Mwah.